Welcome, fans, to 2K Sports Thursday afternoon coverage of the NBA. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Gilgeous-Alexander and Gobert with a block. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Here's Wallace. Shot clock at 3. 4-3 as we hit the home stretch of the regular season, Grant. What's the focus for teams outside of the playoff picture?
You know, B.A., I think it's about staying competitive and building a foundation for next season. As a team, you need to use the time you have to consistently improve. Not an ideal start for them. Still looking for their first field goal after 4 misses.
Gobert with the bucket. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Wallace outside. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. It's blocked by Gobert.
Stellar defense. Gobert will have him thinking twice about bringing it inside again.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Holmgren finds SGA. Holmgren with a screen on DiVincenzo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On the wing, Wallace, guarded by Edwards.
Great defense, and this is what many people are saying. Anthony Edwards may be the best two-way player in the league.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Randall. And stolen by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Wallace outside. From deep, Holmgren. Edwards pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
DiVincenzo, the pass to McDaniels. Oh, got that one up quick. McDaniels got his second bucket on the night.
And this is something McDaniels continues to work on. Good to see him cash in off the catch.
DiVincenzo against Gilgeous-Alexander. From 13 feet, down it goes.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
DiVincenzo finds Randall. Now here's McDaniels. Pass to DiVincenzo. No good from outside. Thunder trail by 3. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Outside McDaniels. He takes it in. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Flashing his athleticism on the drive. I like when McDaniels takes initiative on offense.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And Gobert with a block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
For the Thunder, Joe comes in for Chet Holmgren. And Mitchell subbed in for Wallace. And then for Minnesota, Reed's checked in for Randall. And Ayo Dosunmu subbed in for DiVincenzo. Here's SGA. Can't hit from in close.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Among the best athletes in this league, Anthony Edwards taking flight.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Thunder. They trail by 7. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
And that game was all about the depth they have on this roster. Their role players stepped up when they needed it most.
Yeah, and they got contributions from everyone in that game. The whole rotation got involved in the scoring.
Here's Edwards. No good there, off the double clutch.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Here's Mitchell. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Edwards, no good.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins looking around. Mitchell, the pass to Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And another three for Oklahoma City.
Outside, inside, in between, it doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Edwards. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Edwards got his second basket of the game.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now. He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Now here's Dosunmu. Still without a bucket. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Williams comes in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And then for Minnesota, Ingles, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Highland comes in for Anthony Edwards. And Conley subbed in for McDaniels. Now here's Joe. His last outing, we saw him score 13. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Now here's Conley. Reed finds Highland. Back to Reed. He gets it up. Oh, and the release was before. The buzzer, but it's off target. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The T-Wolves on top, up 1. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Bones Highland out there with Mike Conley. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward. Now here's Mitchell. He picked up 24 points in their last win against Denver. Everyone has their opinion on the game, and some fans believe too many threes are being taken.
Well, teams are going to do what wins games. As far as the aesthetics of the game, does the league office want to make an adjustment? We'll just have to wait and see. That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Rejected by Holmgren.
And Holmgren says, meet me at the summit. I'm a certified rim protector.
Outside Mitchell. Inside, here's Caruso. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Look, that's an opportunity you don't pass up.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Conley passes to Randall. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Randall draws the double. Outside Reed. Takes the 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You don't want to leave Reed any space out there. He's an efficient three-point shooter.
Here's Caruso. Counted. Caruso's got 4 points this quarter.
And they look more confident now, putting that rough first quarter behind them.
Highland attacks. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Edwards is checked in. Joe misses. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. DeSumo, the pass to Randall. They double Randall. Now Conley. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Guys, back to you.
A great organization. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Mitchell, the pass to Joe. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Left side SGA. Nice D from Reed. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Randall finds Edwards. Back to Randall. Now here's Edwards, covered by Joe.
Well, once Edwards saw his opening, it was game over. He delights in sticking it to you like this.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And another miss by Oklahoma City. Minnesota leading by 4. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Now here's Holmgren. Still no points. Williams passes to Mitchell. Screen by Holmgren to end the run. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. For Minnesota, they've got 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Here's Edwards going inside, and Edwards slams it in.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little bit.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Holmgren. Dort, he's checked in for Joe. And it's Wallace in for Mitchell. And then for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert's checked in for Julius Randle. McDaniels comes in for DeSumo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Hey. If you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And so Hartenstein nails both of them.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Oh, it's stolen. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Dort for 3. And another miss by Oklahoma City. The Timberwolves lead by 6. McDaniels finds Edwards. Outside Reed, shoots over Hartenstein. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Here's Edwards. The Thunder pull it in.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Wallace, the pass to Dort. Back to Wallace. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at Shai playing big inside.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
Edwards against Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. DiVincenzo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Thunder trail by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. DiVincenzo covering. SGA with it. 35 points for him last game against Denver.
And his court vision was sensational as well. He was making all the right decisions.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Minnesota. They're up by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through the net, you could see their confidence growing. And now we get to check out the... Glad you could join us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Minnesota leading by 3. Dort and Holmgren make up the forwards. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Edwards for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Dort. Here's Holmgren. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Minnesota has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Edwards, no good.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Wallace, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Wallace. 6 on the shot clock. And Gobert with a block.
Well, you have to be aware of Gobert on the floor. He's got a few Defensive Player of the Year trophies.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
SGA against DiVincenzo. And here's SGA outside. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
DiVincenzo on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Fires in the triple. And now it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, look, you have to stay connected to DiVincenzo. He will bury you from out there.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And now we have a chance to check the real stats, real scores from the real NBA and see the teams leading in three-point shooting. 5th, the Timberwolves.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
Pass to Hartenstein. And here's Wallace. Let's go with a 3. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Out of bounds, it'll be Oklahoma City's ball.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
Holmgren deciding where to go with it. McDaniels with a steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And Randall the bucket on the assist from Edwards. Randall's got his second basket of the night.
And they're playing rock-solid basketball right now. Really starting to see that lead grow.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line. Oklahoma City shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Holmgren, no good on the free throw.
Yeah, many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that.
Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City to the paint. Look at Holmgren taking on all comers.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Here's DiVincenzo, and that one is stuffed right through.
Well, I love seeing DiVincenzo be opportunistic on offense. He's very effective when he seeks out his own shot.
Pass to Hartenstein. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And it's Holmgren missing. Minnesota leading by 8. Tries to break his ice. Oh, the breakaway! Edwards gets it done on the run.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player, skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Dort outside. DiVincenzo with a steal. Randall with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. And it's Randall with the jam.
DiVincenzo, great anticipation for the steal, turning defense into offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. Back to Holmgren. Fires for 3. Outside for Dort. Pass to Wallace. And here's SGA outside. Hardenstein passes to Wallace. The 3 from Holmgren. Bullseye! Chet hitting for 3.
Well, after that tough first half, you hoped he'd find his way to bounce back and get things going here in the second.
A line change here for Oklahoma City. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. And that one's good from Conley. Conley's got his first basket.
Yeah, not just a jump shooter. Conley is also adept at finding real estate close to the rim.
Williams on the wing. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Drains the triple.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Mitchell, the pass to Williams. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Reed for 3. The rebound by Wiggins.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Conley against Mitchell. Pass to Williams. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And he makes it on the layup. Highland's got his second basket.
If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
Shot from the top of the key. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same. For the first 3 quarters. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 14-point game. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. And they're deep into this homestand. That'll be game 4 out of 5. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Bones Highland out there with Dosunmu. And it's Phillips in at the 3. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, that's what Reed brings to the table. He's got an impressive combination of strength and mobility.
Here's Mitchell. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Outside Joe. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the triple.
Kick to the outside. Heads up play. Cognizant of the entire floor.
To the inside. Reed uses the glass on the layup. Reed's got 4 points in the quarter.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Thunder trail by 13. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Williams. Takes a 3. Joe misses. Minnesota's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Randall, good.
Well, the defender made it hard on Randall. Still, he uses his body to convert for 2.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. So for Oklahoma City, Carlson, he's checked in for Williams. Caruso comes in for Wiggins. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Joe. And then for Minnesota, Edwards comes in for Phillips. And Conley subbed in for Highland. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling, guys. Come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Gilgeous-Alexander, no good.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him. Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Mitchell, the pass to Holmgren. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running, attacking when they get the chance. Always a great idea.
Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Wallace. Good as the jump shot falls. Wallace has got his first 2 points of the night. And Chris Finch has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Time now to present our player of the game, Julius Randle.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
You could tell all that losing was starting to get to him, and they looked at him to help him get back on the right path. That's exactly what he was able to do here tonight.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for DeSumo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander jams it home!
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
That's in!
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's SGA. Outside Holmgren. Puts up the tray. The free ball is down.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Minnesota leading by 12. The drive by Randall. Oh, what a jam! Holding nothing back.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Hartenstein. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
Minnesota's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Holmgren. He launches. Gobert pulls it down.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
McDaniels outside. Yes, sir, with the three.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Timberwolves.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And their efforts tonight pushed them to 41 wins on the year so far. We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Julius Randle.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
Edwards finds Randall. Back to Edwards. For three, DiVincenzo. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, that's what you love about DiVincenzo. He just never stops working.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Outside, SGA. Pass to Hartenstein. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Puts up a deep three. And DiVincenzo with a basket on the assist by Reed.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Julius Randle.